Hey there, you ever feel like the term digital marketing gets thrown around constantly, but nobody ever really stops to explain what it actually is? Well, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to demystify it, peel back the layers, and really get what's going on.
So let's just ask it plain and simple. What is digital marketing? Is it just running some Facebook ads? Is it all those emails that flood your inbox? Or is it something way more complex? It's a question a lot of us have, and you know what? The answer is both simpler and way more interesting than you'd think.
And look, if you're feeling a little bit lost in the jargon, you are so not alone. I mean, this cartoon just nails that feeling, right? In a world that's changing this fast, it's easy to feel like you missed the memo. But don't you worry, by the end of this, you are going to have the foundation you need.
Okay, so first things first, let's build a really solid foundation. Before we can even talk about all the cool strategies and the history, we have to strip away the buzzwords and get right to the core of what digital marketing actually means.
All right, here it is, in its simplest form. Digital marketing is basically just an umbrella term. But here's the key thing to remember. It's not just internet marketing. Nope, it's any marketing that uses a digital device or a channel. So that's your laptop for sure, but it's also your phone, it's that digital billboard you see on the highway, it's the whole shebang, the entire digital ecosystem.
And this gets to the fundamental difference in philosophy. I want you to think of traditional marketing, like a TV commercial or a newspaper ad, as a big, loud megaphone. It's one voice, shouting one single message to this huge, undefined crowd. Digital marketing, though, it's a conversation. It's a two-way street, a dialogue. And that one little shift changes absolutely everything.
To really get why this whole conversation approach is so revolutionary, we got to take a quick step back and see how we even got here. Because the journey from the early, clunky internet to that supercomputer sitting in your pocket, well, it happened unbelievably fast.
Just take a look at this timeline. It's kind of wild. In less than 2 decades, that's basically a single generation. We went from the very first super basic search engine to having the entire internet, all of our social networks, and the world's information right in the palm of our hands. Each one of these moments wasn't just a cool tech update. It fundamentally rewired how businesses talk to people.
And make no mistake, this is way bigger than just marketing. This quote really puts it all into perspective. We are living through a shift that's just as massive as the agricultural and industrial revolutions. The internet has totally reshaped our society, and digital marketing, it's simply the language of business in this new world.
All right, so now we've got the history. Let's put these two approaches head to head. This is where we're going to see the true power, the efficiency, and the magic of digital marketing really come to life. Let the showdown begin.
Remember that megaphone analogy we talked about? Well, this lays it out perfectly. Traditional marketing is a one-way street. You just blast the message out there and hope for the best, I guess. But digital is a two-way, bi-directional conversation. You can measure it, it's way more cost-efficient, and your reach can be literally global.
And this table breaks it down even more. Just look at the rows for audience and measurement. With the old school methods, you're basically yelling at the general public, and it's incredibly hard to know if anyone even heard you. With digital, you can talk to a very specific, super targeted audience and see in real time if your message is actually working. That right there is an absolute game changer.
I love this visual because it illustrates the two main strategies so well. Traditional marketing is all about push. It's pushing a TV ad or a flyer at you whether you want it or not. Digital marketing, on the other hand, is a master of pull. It creates valuable stuff like a helpful blog post or a how-to video that pulls you in when you're already searching for an answer. You come to them.
Okay, so how did marketers actually do all this? How do they put it into practice? Let's take a little peek inside the modern marketer's playbook and look at the fundamental strategies they're using every single day. So, everything really starts with the classics, the 4 Ps: product, price, place, and promotion. This is the bedrock of any marketing strategy. Doesn't matter if it's on a billboard or a web browser, but the digital world completely revolutionizes one of these.
And that's place. Now, digital definitely impacts all 4, but place is where the ground really shifts. It's no longer about a physical store on a street corner. Today, place is your website, it's your social media profile, it's how high you rank on Google. It's all about being super easy to find and access right where your customer is already looking.
But listen, to have a real conversation, you have to know exactly who you're talking to. And marketers do this with something called segmentation. They group audiences in all sorts of ways, by geography, where they live, by demographics, their age or gender, and even deeper,
by their behavior, what they buy, and psychographics, what they truly believe and value. This process takes them from a giant sea of anonymous data to a real understanding of actual people. And this is the amazing result, a persona. This isn't just a spreadsheet of data points. This is social Sarah. You can see her goals, her values, her frustrations. Segmentation turns anonymous users into these relatable people, which allows a business to finally put down the megaphone and start having a real conversation that actually connects.
Okay, we've covered the what, the how, and the history. Now it's time to zoom out for the big finish. Why does any of this matter so much? Right here, right now.
Just take a look at this number, 6. What in the world do you think that represents? Well, that's the average number of hours a person spends online every single day. And that's not just some wild guess. The data is absolutely undeniable. This chart shows a simple, irreversible truth. See that purple line soaring up? That's time spent online. The blue line? That's time with traditional media. Consumer attention hasn't just shifted online, it's moved there for good. And marketers? Well, they have no choice but to go where the people are.
So what's the big takeaway here? What's the bottom line? It's this. Digital marketing levels the playing field. A small local business with a smart strategy can actually compete with a giant corporation. You get results in real time. You can build genuine relationships with customers. And your happiest customers can become your best marketers when they share your message for you. And all of that brings us to our final thought. The old model of just shouting with a megaphone is over. It's done. Your next customer, your client, your audience, they're online right now, waiting for you to engage them. So the only question left is, how will you start the conversation?